Hi, everybody. It's Dispeller. I'm live. Going to be doing this book in just a little while, but I've got to get my dishes done. So come on in, one and all. Let's chit-chat. In the meanwhile, while I get stuff done, I will be reading your text in between. Pet peeve of mine is being in a chat room when my text is being ignored. So I know how y'all feel if people do that to you. If you're going to have a conversation with people on panel, that's fine. Call them on the phone. If you're going to have a chat room, watch the chat. What's the point of having chat if you're not going to look at it, right? That's the way I feel about it. Excuse me, sir. You leave Teddy alone. You might want to put Nene somewhere because he's bothering Teddy. My hands are kind of wet from dishes, honey. Do what? Well, he's like got his hand on it. He keeps putting his hand on him and making sounds. So I don't know what's going down with these cats. They're being feisty at the moment. Anyway, so come on in, keep me company if you want, and we'll chat. And then we will do our book, chapter 2 of How to Heal a Broken Heart in 30 Days. We are on the next chapter, and I told you I'm going to do it as often as I can. I do need to light my candles at, I think, 4:15 or something, because it is Erev Shabbat again. So I'll be doing that as well eventually. But for now, dishes and the book. That's what I'm doing. So anyway, nobody's coming in. That's interesting. They're like, we're sick of you. We're tired of you ranting and whatever. You back down there again talking about that same thing. We're bored with it. I get it. I'm bored with it too. So it's not what I came on for. I just came on to do dishes and a book. Anyway, so it's been a lazy day. I've been working on some Christmas presents. I plan on still doing my puzzle and possibly working on my paint by number. But I'm trying to make a good headway in the presents because, as we know, Christmas is literally around the corner. Like, what, 3 weeks or something till Christmas? It's not long. So I want to have my presents all wrapped and ready to go so I can just grab them and run out the door on Christmas. Christmas morning, we will have all things Christmas breakfast. So probably eggs and bacon and turkey bacon, sausages, like we do. Donkey balls, which my daughter makes, which are like sausages wrapped with some kind of a batter or something. There's probably another name for them, but she calls them donkey balls. So that's what I call them. I don't know if that's supposed to be taken inappropriately or just, I don't know. I didn't make up the name. I'm just telling you what she calls them. Anyhow, I'm sure it probably isn't appropriate because it is. Got to consider the source of some of the people that make up this food, like Better Than You Know What cake. That's another one. There's a lot of things that get called weird stuff. Doesn't mean they don't taste good, but they got weird names. All right. So I got the big wok out of the way. That was like the biggest thing to get done because it takes up the most room. There. Okay. By the way, I want to let you guys know there is a gentleman. His name is Tyler Feller. I'm giving him a plug for his channel. He is a true crime person, but he also does prophetic words and prays over people and stuff. And yes, the video that was made about me a while back was his ministry. He's really good, despite the fact that that video made me look like I wasn't. He is a really good person to go and watch if you like spiritual things and you also enjoy the true crime aspect of things. He's really good at all that stuff. So go check him out, see if he's somebody you might add to your list of people to watch. You're okay, buddy. You're okay. Anyhow, I probably should check the bucket in the other room, so I will be right back because it may need to be drained. I don't think anybody's dumped it in a while. Oh, you're goofy. Oh, it's not bad.
Good. Well, you're not bad. I'm laying down. Okay.
So when you get a chance, will you dump that? If you can. It's like not even half full.
I'm laying down, so probably.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. That's fine. I took a nap, so I have plenty of energy. Matthew's taking a nap now, so I will just make all the noise I can, like I do when he naps. I'm just playing. I do want to get these dishes done though and out of the way before Rev Shabbat, because then I'm not doing work until Sunday of any kind, any major kind anyway. Okay. Make sure this ice cube thing doesn't go down the drain. Nope, we're good. These little ice cubes, they're like just fluid-filled cubes. I love them. They're like my favorite kind of ice cubes to use because they're reusable ice cubes, but wash them in between before you stick them back in to freeze. They're a lot of fun. Okay. Now the long process of actually washing the dishes. It would help if somebody would come in and chat with me. It helps kill the time a little bit, pass the time. But if not, I guess I'll just stand here and ramble at myself like I do. I think Matthew and I are getting old. We're taking those midday naps. All right, well, so yeah, I painted a little bit today, and we made the cat wall rug carpet. Matthew hung that up. And we're eventually, huh?
I started it.
You started it. And then we're eventually going to put carpet all the way around the baseboards so that cold air doesn't come in and critters don't come in. And we're going to do that. Instead of caulking it, we're going to staple carpet around the room. We decided. Because right now, nobody got money for all kinds of caulk. And the carpet was put out by the neighbors, so we know it's in good condition. So that's what we're going to do there. Matthew gave the cats a new toy. Look at this. This is Maverick with the toy, if you can see him over there.
Is he playing with it?
Yes, he's rolling back and forth and growling at it. It's got catnip on it, and Mav is just having a blast with it.
It was only $1 or something.
He loves it. He's kicking it and biting it, pummeling it with his feet.
Why we don't have a lot of money.
Napping is the new sleeping. You're glad we don't have a lot of money? Oh, because you would buy the cats everything.
Well, there's a lot of stuff I buy there because it's all like super cheap.
Oh, at the store, yeah. Yeah, because our grocery store is closing, so everything is on sale. So yeah, he'd have fun going in there and spending an arm and a leg for sure. So I am going to have to dump that bucket since Matthew couldn't dump it because he was heading to sleep. Otherwise, I'm going to have an overflown bucket in my bathroom and a mess to clean. So I will be right back. Whoever's watching, 3 people. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, something scratched me too because my skin's burning. Okay, I'm back. Hi ho, hi ho. Back to dishes I go. So, what's everybody up to today? The few people that are in here. I know one of them is sleeping because that's my husband. But the other people, what are you guys doing? You got your Christmas shopping all done? You watching, Mav? You're watching yourself? You're laughing at yourself? Oh. That's Matthew's hand in the background through the guinea cage. In case anybody's wondering, he's lying on the bed doing hand exercises. I do. It's pouring snow out there. It's hailing or something outside. It started snowing really hard. So looks like we might have a white Christmas. I don't know if that snow is going to stick. It hasn't been so far. Oh, is that rain? Oh, it's rain and snow combined. Sleet, probably. So we got a thunderstorm going on here, y'all. I don't know which one of you from your state of the United States have sent that our way. I told you to keep it. I don't know why you're sending it to us. We don't want any. But yeah, it's coming down in droves here. Oh well, at least I don't have to work and drive in that mess. That's a good thing. But my foster parents are staying over with my daughter, Carol, and they're probably missing home a little bit, so they're getting a little taste of it right now. There you go. There's your snow from New York. You can keep it, too. Keep it over there. We didn't want you to bring it with you. You could have kept that right there where it was. All right. I am just about done with these dishes. I'm so happy. It doesn't take long when I come on here and start chatting. I don't pay attention and it's done. Okay. Got all that done. I'll move my dish pan over. Probably going to have me some coffee in a little while. I didn't get my coffee today. Try to have a cup of coffee or tea every day or two. And I totally forgot this morning. We had 2 pieces of cinnamon toast, a bunch of pizza, and no coffee, no tea, nothing drink-wise other than water and stuff. Keep dropping stuff. You know me, I'm clumsy. Anywho, I'll just keep washing the dishes, see if anybody says hi. If they don't, that's okay, because I'm still going to read my chapter in my book. I'll just pretend like I'm uploading instead of chatting. That works, too. And then if anybody comes in towards the end, I will answer questions or talk or whatever we do, or I'll just close out. Either way is fine. As long as I get that out there. Try to keep up on my book pretty good here. It's a good book. It's helpful. It's helped me get over a lot of relationships and stuff that failed, so it might help one of you guys too. So I did hear from somebody that wants to apparently be my friend. I don't know anything yet of how we will communicate or if we click or not or anything like that. But thank you for that person to reach out for me to contact you. Hopefully you're getting my email and we can communicate further as time goes on. I didn't see any shame in asking for a best friend and wanting to reach out and have somebody in my life. I don't know if this person will be the person. Time will tell. Could be another disastrous situation or it could be a wonderful situation. Who knows? I have yet to find that out. But it won't take me very long to decipher if I feel a rapport with somebody because if I click with you, I click with you and I just know it. If I don't, then no, I don't. Unfortunately, a lot of people I initially click with, as time goes on, I find out that I missed the boat on that one, or whatever you call it, and find out that, oopsie, I made that mistake again. I hooked up with an untouchable person or somebody that was not healthy, and it didn't work out. Sometimes it takes me longer to learn that lesson than other people, but once I learn it, it's steadfast in my head. I don't want to repeat history with yet a different name or face either, because I do tend to do that. Hence why I have ran into many narcissists in my life, because I keep doing similar things, and I'm easy prey, and then they pounce, and before I know it, I'm stuck in a mess. And I have to extricate myself from it. It's never fun, and it's never pleasant. But ultimately, I do extricate myself and move on to something else. But hopefully this time, not something of a similar nature. Okay. That is done. Dump out my dish pan here. Have to remember to dump that bucket out too. Wow, hi 10 people. Just me doing dishes, nothing spectacular. There's no drama going on at the moment. Hopefully not for a while, because it takes a lot out of people. It's too stressful right now. I know, 'tis the season. We're supposed to be jolly and happy and at peace with one another and all that good stuff. Good tidings of comfort and joy. All that. That'll be here soon. It just wasn't yet. But I plan on singing another song today, too. That's on my to-do list. To do my second chapter and also to sing. So I will be singing another Christmas song. ASAP, I promise. You know what? I wish I had one of those big, fluffy winter muffs that you put your hands in. And I could get one of those big coats with the big hoods and hold my muff and sing my songs. Be all Christmassy like. That'd be pretty cool. I don't own a muff, so a winter muff. You have to buy those at the store. I think Target had them or something, but yeah, I'm not going to spend money on that. What, use it for one song and then get rid of it? I don't really have an occasion to be standing waiting for anything where I'd have to warm my hands in a muff. Although if I ever have to take the bus to work, a muff would be just the thing to keep the hands warm. So I might invest in one of those at some point if that's the case. Who knows? Okay. Almost done. I'm so happy I'm almost done. I'm going to pop out a coffee cup. Probably grind up my own coffee like I've been doing. That's kind of fun. I do it in my magic bullet. It makes really good coffee.
I'm glad we got that coffee and you like it.
Yeah, that's the one you grabbed, isn't it? Where did we get it? Church? Church pantry. Yeah, our church has a food pantry, by the way. It's a little one. What?
When they had a Thanksgiving thing.
Oh, the Thanksgiving, yeah, giveaway thing. So we got some stuff from there. We don't go every week to church or the pantry. It's been a couple weeks we haven't been to church. I'm hoping we can start going back if Matthew starts feeling better. That would be nice. I don't like going to church myself. I did that for years and I hated it. It's not like I made some kind of vow that I'll never go to church myself again. I have, but I just don't prefer it. I like my man next to me. That's part of having a family and togetherness in the family. Okay. So here's the coffee grounds that Matthew got from the pantry. It's called Veranda Blend, Blonde Roast Whole Bean Arabica coffee, or Arabica. I don't even know how you say that. Coffee, and it's really good. So I make that, and then I put some creamer in it, and it's very tasty. Let me close these windows. Good. All right. So I think it's time to make the coffee now. I got everything done as far as dishes go. Come over here. Find my magic bullet. I like my magic bullet. I see my coffee maker, but where'd my bullet go? The magic bullet thing. The grinder. Hang on, y'all. I'm going to find it. I might have buried it somewhere here. Okay. I see a can opener. Well, I can't make coffee if I can't find the bullet. Don't tell me that fell too. Please don't tell me that fell. No, that didn't fall. Where in tarnation is my magic bullet? I don't have any other way to grind the coffee.
Do it like they did in the old days, hammer.
Did they?
I don't know.
Matthew wants me to hammer the coffee grounds. Hold on, I think I might have left it in the bathroom, actually. Sure enough. Because when Matthew's sleeping in the morning and I want to grind coffee, I don't want to wake him, so I took it in the bathroom because I'm nice like that. Respectful wife. I try to be. There. Okay, I am going to get my cup right here. Bam. Coffee grounds. I did leave it in the bathroom, Hillary. You thought that was funny, huh? Are you being silly? That's where you keep your coffee grinder? I think you're being silly. You aren't, you? So, as you can see, these are coffee beans, not grounds. So, in order to make them grounds, you have to grind the coffee beans. So, I put in like about, I don't know, 1/8 of this cup. I might put a little bit more. I don't know. It's supposed to be like 2 tablespoons. So, there. Good enough. Smells really good, and I can actually smell now a little bit. So, that is one thing I can smell. It's very, very strong smell. And I like it. It's a good smell. Good aroma. Okay. Now I'm going to find my little grinder thingy here. A little attachment, wherever it is. Get out my coffee cups. Voila, coffee cup. And another coffee cup. Okay. Oh, there's my other grinder thing. My grinder attachment. I think there's still coffee on it. Put it on top like that. There's the NutriBullet. It's not a magic bullet, it's a NutriBullet, whatever. Same difference. And grind. It's going to be a big noise, so hold your ears. Couple bops like that. You got some coffee grounds. Not exactly totally ground, but oh well. Good enough. So now I will take you guys over here to our little Mary coffee maker. Need to move some stuff over. It is totally time to start throwing some stuff out again. Things pile up. We are not good at throwing stuff out as soon as we're done with it. We need to get better at that because it gets to be cluttery. And we don't have a lot of room, so who wants clutter to deal with? Haha, you're funny. You are too. Ow! Darn, that hurt.
What'd you do?
Ow.
Okay.
No, that hurt really bad. I dropped that stupid coffee grinder on my toe. Plus, I spilled all my coffee I just ground. Okay, I'll be back, guys. I gotta go grind some more. I can find a lid to it that just hit me in the toe. I am not doing good right now.
I would probably sweep that up into the cat.
Oh, I gotta find the lid, maybe. Where the heck did it go? Oh, why can't things go off without a hitch? Ever. Ever. Frustrating. Okay. Let's try this again. I will sweep that in a minute. There's no cats in here. This time I'll grind it more too. Grind up the coffee. That really hurt my toe, yo. That's why I sounded irritated. I'm sure the coffee didn't feel a thing.
I thought it did. Oh, I can't.
There. That grounded even more, so good. We got this little filter thing I need to dump. You like it, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a good smell, though. Not a bad one. Gonna empty out old filter. Good. Plop it in the coffee maker. Dump out the beans, the grounds, whatever. There. And I need to add some water. I'll take my little kettle here and fill it up to probably the 8 mark. There. Dump it into the coffee maker. I will in a minute. Promise. I know. Jeez Louise. Seriously. There. Put the little pot on the coffee maker. I'm glad I only have a single burn thing here because I wouldn't have room for anything bigger than that. I'm already klutzy and dropping stuff. Okay. And we got liftoff. The coffee is brewing. Pretty soon we'll hear some sounds going on here. Put the rest of these grounds in there. Okay. I need to sweep up these coffee grounds. And then, y'all, we should be ready for the book reading time. So if you guys are wanting to just hear the book reading and you're coming to this later on, just skip ahead to the book reading. You don't have to listen to me drone on while I'm doing dishes. Nobody's answering me and talking to me. What happened to our broom? Where did it go? I can't sweep without a broom.
The stick is underneath the carpet.
I see the stick.
That's on top of the guinea pig blah cage.
On the guinea pig cage? Did you take it apart?
Yeah, remember I used to
Oh,
put it
yeah.
on the bed.
That's right. Sorry to disturb you.
Was it up there?
Yeah. Okay. My broom back together. This is the way we make a broom, make a broom, make a broom. There we go. Broom is made. Now I can sweep up the coffee grounds. Okay, good enough. Okie dokie. Toss out some stuff in the trash. And then I'll grab my book and we are ready to roll. hopefully this book reading is relatively quick because I need to get some more stuff neatened up before Erev Shabbat tonight when I light my candles. And then I can't work anymore, so I got to get this all done. All right. Okay. We are on chapter 2 of this book here, How to Heal a Broken Heart in 30 Days, a day-by-day guide to saying goodbye and getting on with your life. Whew, okay. And away we go. Expression. Waking up on the day after a breakup can be a rather grim affair. Most people emerge from the hiding place of their slumbers to the unhappy recollection that a large part of their life is now gone. It's the first day of the mourning after a loss, meaning mourning like mourning, grieving, that type of thing. Take that first moment of mourning to reflect on a fundamental truth. Anyone who doesn't have the good sense to recognize what you have to offer doesn't deserve your time. Anyone who missed that point hasn't fully enjoyed the offering of your love. This hurts. The pain of that hurt can virtually paralyze your will. But hard as it might seem to understand at this moment, your pain is not like dying at all. It's a sign that you are, in fact, being reborn, healing from a very deep wound. With the right will, you are destined to grow stronger and more vital than ever before. And if you're willing to be patient and active as you heal over time, you'll eventually discover that depression and inertia are bad choices people make to avoid their core issues. These choices express weakness, fear, and anger instead of actively expressing healing, love, and hope. By the way, I'm doing this differently now because before I was actually showing you the pages of the book, I'm actually just reading it now because I didn't do this on my phone. I did it on my computer so that we can just talk and whatever. Okay. Whatever, plus my phone is dead and it's charging. Whatever you choose for your life, a deeper understanding of what you're now going through will give you more self-reliance, strength, and genuine joy in the future. A breakup can teach us so much about our goodness and value if we'll only take the time to think about the meaning and purpose of pain. On the other hand, you may be feeling okay for the moment. You may even feel a sense of liberation. But most people also feel a sense of loss and a fear of loneliness. And they can certainly feel like they're mourning the death of a loved one. No matter what you feel, once again, remember that you're involved in a self-renewal that's disguised as grieving. But to achieve renewal, you must understand how it differs from the grieving process. This is cool. I like how they say that. No matter what you feel, once again, remember that you're involved in a self-renewal that's disguised as grieving. Hey, Evelyn. There is a hurt that cannot be denied, but it does not follow the general course of grief. In breakups, we often jump from shock to anger and then linger in confusion for ages. Mix in a little denial and, well, we don't want to know about it. It's like a scary movie. We're there, but we don't want to look at the ugly parts. I don't want to look at any of it. I don't like scary movies or horror movies. If you try to pretend that the pain just doesn't exist, you get yourself into the same jam all over again. Similar love, similar dynamics, and similar heartache at the end. It doesn't have to be that way, but the problem is that you don't want to look at your pain any more than you have to. It's easier to see yourself as an innocent victim. If only my ex wasn't so inflexible, etc. You don't want the additional burden of having to feel responsible for mistakes that you've made or sins you feel you've committed. That kind of honesty just hurts too much when you're in this vulnerable state. But if you don't make an effort to understand what you're feeling, your own core truth, the pain is just going to linger. Why not face it now? Do it now, over the course of the next 29 days, in an intelligent and self-supportive fashion. Our contention is that if you're willing to come to terms with your own true self within this time frame, you won't have to remain trapped in the dark stages for very long. Mourning can too easily devolve from being a healthy transitional passage into an inescapable trap that prevents relational progress. Through this guide, we're going to help you get free of this trap, but you have many days to evolve out of these darker feelings. The only goal for today is to have you take a glimpse at the things you're feeling at the moment and to allow those feelings to happen, no matter what they may be. If you feel the need to laugh, scream, cry, or even curl up in a ball, do so. This is the day of gentle observation and self-expression. Whatever you do, don't bottle up all your true feelings. Just let them come out and observe them as if they were somebody else's. The only rule is this is not a blame exercise. Most especially, don't waste any time blaming yourself. Breakups happen no matter who we are or what we do. And if you're willing to stop for a moment, take a deep breath, and look at the signals that you got over time and accept the possibility that it really was time to say goodbye, you can begin to heal. Honesty carries gusts of great opportunity beckoning from our future. Feel these winds, breathe them in deeply, deal with the truth, and move on. Notice, too, that emotions are often disclosed by a specific physical feeling that accompanies them. For example, a feeling of longing can be given away by our gut, while a feeling of abandonment or brokenheartedness can actually feel like a hole in our upper chest. An emotion of self-blame or fear can feel like paralysis. In reviewing the past, remember that relationships are often like mirrors. Our mates often reflect back to both our attributes and our faults. The following exercise will help you reflect back your own feelings in a non-threatening fashion. We'll go to that exercise in just a minute. So for me personally, this recent breakup that I went through, I felt it fully in here, in the chest. It wasn't something that they were saying that you can feel it in your gut. No, I don't feel like I was punched in the gut. I felt like my heart was ripped out. I felt like it was broken in two and stomped on, and that it was repeatedly put up on a board, like a target type thing, and people just kept firing arrows at it. It's pretty much what I've felt. Okay, but I know what they're talking about. Sometimes a breakup can feel like you're being sucker punched right in the gut. Like, ow, that hurt. That was awful. Make you double over in agony. Now, it wasn't like that. It was just, oh, why? Why are you doing this again? Why do you keep hurting me? What thrill are you getting out of lying and hurting me? That was more of a heartbreak for me. Okay. Pause for reflection. Where are you? Stop for a moment. Take a relaxing, cleansing breath. Now find a mirror and look at yourself. I'm looking at myself in the camera right now. Deeply look into your own eyes. Deeply look into my eyes. I'm looking into my eyes. Everybody look into my eyes. You can see the wrinkles in my old forehead because I'm an old lady. What are you feeling right in this moment? What am I feeling? Probably sadness, honestly. Mostly sadness. Does your face reflect those feelings? Yeah, I would say so. My eyes look really tired. I got a little bit of swollenness under my eyes. I got wrinkles in my forehead from stress, and yeah. What else does your expression show about you? What emotions can you read down deep in your eyes? Deep in my dark, dark eyes, which you can't really see anything into them. And I can't really see in my eyes and look at the screen at the same time. So Matthew calls them poopy eyes because they're so dark brown. But I don't know. They seem kind of darker than normal. Just a heaviness, I guess, is what I see in my eyes. I'm just stressed out by a lot of stuff. And it's not just YouTube or anything in particular, anyone in particular. It's just everything all at once. What do you feel in your gut? What do you feel in your heart? I already told you about that. Remember these feelings, but don't stay mired in them. Be open to sometimes painful but much needed changes. Change can feel like a wound because, in fact, it exposes the most vulnerable parts of your being. Look at those feelings, see them, get to know them, but don't cling to them. Don't obsess. Just see them clearly as you can, as a small rip in your fabric that merely needs to be gently repaired. You've had love and supportive compassion for another person. Now it's time to turn that love inward in order to make your own personal repairs. Now ask yourself, if there was a workable and grounded system for doing so, would you be willing to break free of your imprisoning negative feelings once and for all? Of course you would. But the problem with being human is that we're often afraid to look at our own shortcomings, and so things that otherwise could be resolved in no time remain trapped inside. Isn't it time to break that pattern? Okay, next part is out with the bad. It's time to purge yourself of all of your toxic feelings. You don't need them anymore. One healthy way is to have a good cry. Here's how to use your weeping constructively instead of letting it use you. Do you know there is a proper way to cry? We're about to learn it right now. Feel like crying? Go ahead. It's good for you. It's not just good for an emotional release. As strange as it may seem, the tears that are prompted by your heartfelt feelings of loss actually cleanse your system of toxins and waste. It's the same as eliminating solid and liquid wastes to purge toxins from the blood and intestines. A professor at the Colorado Medical School who has measured the chemical benefits of crying noted that many of those who have a good cry even look better soon afterwards. There's a chemical difference between the kind of tears our eyes produce for moisture or to remove a cinder and the kind that we produce by crying. Crying tears are 30 times richer in manganese than blood is. For example, biochemists say that manganese is only one of 3 such chemicals that are stored up by stress and flushed out by a good cry. So it's no surprise that researchers have found that people who cry are often healthier. A 1980 study by Margaret T. Crapo, a comparison of the behavior patterns and meanings of weeping among adult men and women across 3 health conditions, published in her dissertation at the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing, found that healthy people of both sexes are more frequent criers. Frequent weepers also feel better about crying than do people with ulcers and colitis. So if you bottle up your emotions and stuff, you give yourself an ulcer. I've heard that before. Because depression often precedes a common cold, researcher Merle Jackal suspects that colds may be symbolically repressed tears. Others have speculated that even asthma and hives may be linked with the suppression of tears. As for emotional health and grief recovery, it's clear that tears help. For example, widows with associates who encouraged them to weep and express their heartfelt feelings recovered faster than those who lacked those expressive resources. Some researchers have speculated that widowed men die sooner after the death of a spouse than do widows because women are socialized to cry more freely. Helsing, Sizklo, and Comstock. Factors associated with mortality after widowhood, from the American Journal of Public Health, August 1981. Others find that men die sooner than women do after any major stressful experience, such as a death in the family. Males' customary repression of feelings is commonly thought to account for such differences. That came from Bereavement and Illness, Journal of Thanatology, summer, fall 1972. So what if crying is good for me, you may say? I'm not a good crier. To which we reply that great criers are not born. They're made. Practice makes perfect. Here's an easy method you can quickly turn into real crier expert class. Wow, okay. They're going to teach us how to cry now, like really teach us. To do a proper job of flushing your feelings of loss, set aside 15 minutes a day to take care of your crying needs. To deliberately induce weeping, employ a method that's successfully been used to relieve the feelings of loss suffered by many elderly people in nursing homes. 1. Play some music that makes you feel sorrowful, whether it's Prokofiev's Romeo and Juliet or the soundtrack from Titanic. Listen to the most emotionally moving passage and feel just how sadly the music speaks to your spirit. 2. Place your right hand lightly on the upper center of your chest. Close your eyes and breathe in small, short gasps. Do it just as though you're in the earthly phases of sobbing. You don't need to hyperventilate. Just induce the feeling that you're now ready to cry. 3. As you breathe this way, think of something that makes you very sad. You don't need to think of your lost love. The contents of your thoughts don't matter as much as the results they produce, just so long as they make you sad enough to cry. Some people, most often men who haven't cried in years, can hardly seem to stop crying once they start. Their extended weeping sessions may even last for several weeks, but each session will rarely last for more than 20 minutes a day. Don't panic if this should happen to you. It's okay. You just need to lower the pressure in your dammed up emotional reservoir to a safer level. In fact, if you're like most people, you'll ultimately grow bored with crying about a fantasy drama starring your lost love. Oddly enough, the day will come more quickly if you force yourself to cry about him or her every day. The harder you cry, the harder the story will be to cry about. It's a fortunate fact that spilled milk spoils quickly. Sure, feel your feelings, stay open to the natural evolution of your emotions, and realize that morning sickness does not naturally produce a lifelong affliction. You really don't need to get trapped in mourning. Every moment you choose to spend just grieving rather than healing is a moment lost from the prospect of joyfulness. So, pretty interesting stuff, huh? So, yeah, we all need to cry. We need to cry. Oh, there you go. Purge. Yes, purge. Cry it out, everybody. If I want to cry, I put on Dear Evan Hansen. words fail. It just makes me bawl my head off. Anyhow, or I put on some type of sad music from that musical. But words fail was especially a tearjerker for me because he's coming to terms with something he did wrong and trying to, come to grips with it. So, but yeah, so crying is important. Crying is healthy. A lot of times I'll go out to my truck if I'm really overwhelmed by something and I'll just cry. I say I'm crying out to God because that's who I cry to. But maybe you just cry inwardly, like to yourself. Maybe you have a conscience and you're just, I don't know, summoning your conscience to help you through it, or reaching out to the universe, or however you do it. But crying is good. Tears are good medicine. Very healing, cathartic type thing. So if you can cry, it's a good thing. Do it. Do it. Cry, cry, cry. All right. That's all I have. Anybody want to give some comments, questions, whatever? Yeah, about that hill. I don't know where that stands right now. I know it ended up where Bandora was not happy with Richard. And I don't know if they have reconciled. Chances are they probably did because he's her bodyguard. She's not likely to just say, well, I'm not having anything to do with you. And I don't think she's going to make a video against him because I don't think she has the guts to do that. She's afraid of him. So, yeah. And she'll say she's not, but she is. Trust me. She's intimidated. I think a lot of people are. And at the same time, fascinated at him as well. So, but I don't think you're going to see that happen, that she's going to go against him. They'll probably just make up and be buddy in the next live stream. But yeah, it was good to see somebody defend you for sure, because you didn't deserve that vile stuff being said about you. That was disgusting. Once again, proof of the wonderful Free Will Baptist Christian that she is. But she'll say, well, I own my stuff and I make mistakes all the time. And yeah, sorry, but it doesn't work that way where you willingly sin and get out of jail free card. That's not how Christianity goes. But if that's how your church teaches it, okay, you have that stuff. I'm going to sit and be accountable for my behaviors as far as that goes. All right. Anyway, nobody's saying anything. Nobody has any comments, questions, input. What was your takeaway from today, from what I was sharing with you? Did you have a takeaway? Anything you want to talk about that, I don't know, maybe jumped out at you? Maybe something you're going to try? Maybe you don't own a mirror and wonder how to do that. Look in a store window. I don't know. Anybody want to say anything at all? Okay. Apparently not. My takeaway is that I really need to have more time to, I guess, meditate and just be alone with my thoughts and maybe scream a little bit. Thank you, Hill. Maybe scream a little bit. Maybe just go through where I'm at, And a lot of times I'll take a notebook and I'll just write like different sections of my life and what's happening in each section. And I need to do that again and just kind of take a mental inventory of where the heck I am in my life at this point. I do want to read you something real quick. I did this book back when I was still married to Celestino, my second ex-husband. And this is what I put. It doesn't feel real to me. It feels like a bad dream. I'm not waking up, but I'm learning to forget, to form a new life with him. His lies, his manipulations, his insults toward Amber. Oh, this is when I was still married to him, sorry. His condemning attitude, his cruelty, threats, reckless driving, excuses, projections, they are fading behind me to ashes and oblivion. So it was me basically coming to terms with, oops, I did it again, married a jerk. Yeah. I was just really, really trying to put the anger behind me, put the frustration behind me, the trapped feelings, and just try to make the best of a marriage that just was not good. At that point, nothing bad had happened, like as far as what put him in jail, but he was doing a lot of mean things in the household and in our marriage and to Amber. And that's what I was talking about there. Anyhow, that chapter was called Expression. The next chapter will be called Indulgence. So that ought to be an interesting one. Sounds pretty intriguing. So on that note, I'm going to get going, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to me and doing my dishes with me. And, I'm probably going to put one live back. Why would I want to put those out there, White Lily? Everything that was said needed to be said, and it was said. So what's done is done, you know? I don't know. I might do what she does and just actually go through and edit stuff out and then repost it. That's what I might do. I don't need any of the unnecessary stuff like arguing and fighting with my husband and things like that. I don't know. I just assume leave them where they are. We'll see. And basically the short answer of that, White Lily, would be because I can. That would be my short answer. Because my property is my property. I get to post it or I don't post it. Just how it is on here. It's the way of the YouTube world. You mean leave them off of YouTube, Hill? Yeah, leave them off and move on till the next saga continues. And then maybe still not even bother with it. Oh, trust me, White Lily. She's been outed many times. It doesn't do any good. It doesn't do any good. Hillary can tell you. Hillary's been with me through this for the last 3 years. Hillary, you explain. Yeah, I was mad. I was frustrated. I was tired of being voiceless. I was intimidated. And I finally came out of my shell and said, no, you're not going to do this to me anymore. You have no control over me. Nothing. You don't control me. She says she never tried to control me. She doesn't realize she's even doing it. It doesn't have to be out and out. I don't agree with that, Hillary. Some people don't agree with that. Some people think that it's good to get out and talk to people you've considered your family and friends for so long. Well, if you run into those new people, you just send them my way in email, DelusionDispeller@gmail.com, and they can ask me their questions, and I will fill them in the best I can on what the experience has been. Honestly, all they need to do is go to, like people have said before, Miss Analyzer, Pandora, Pandora's Box, Penguin's Love, the various other names she's had. Or they can go to other channels that have been discussing it for a long time. The clip channels, as we call them. Pandora's Box Opening. I don't remember any of the other ones, really. Potty Mouthed Mama, I think, has a channel. So, no, I see what you're saying, Hill. I get it. I see both sides of it. But for now, I'm leaving them off. I might leave them off indefinitely. I don't know. I said what I said, and it's out there, and whoever needed to hear it and see it has seen it. And anybody that has questions can come to almost anybody over on this end of things, and we'll fill you in. We'll let you know what went on and stuff. So that's it. I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing before. Yeah, the clips probably are already out there, so just be looking for them. They'll probably pop up on not Joan of Arc's channel, but they'll be distorted if they're on her channel. Probably Pandora clipped some of them. I don't know if Pandora's Box Opening clipped some or not, but just you'll see stuff if you're meant to see it. If not, then it's better to just leave it be. So that is that. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go. I want to work on my paint by number some more. I've got some more Christmas presents to work on. I need some wrapping. I need to get wrapping some Christmas presents. And neatening up the house and getting ready to light the candles and have my little ritual ceremony thing. Yeah. And then that's that. And I don't know what'll go on tonight if anybody's going live or whatever. I'll pop in and visit, but that is all. So you guys have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Be blessed and shalom. Arev Shabbat Shalom. Bye.